Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Rainbow Six Siege video. In today's video, we're just going to be having some fun and thinking about some new ideas for operators. The next year of Siege is still kind of a bit away, so here's some of my ideas for operators that I think would at least be very cool to see. I don't think any of them will be in the game, but hey, they're just some ideas, so if Ubisoft does end up using these, they need to credit me. But before we continue with the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. Plus, you'll always have some Siege content to watch. Also, check the description down below and join our Discord server where we talk all Siege all the time. For my first idea, I would love to see a tracking defender. My idea is that this operator can place a device either on the ground or on doorways, and whenever an attacker passes by it or through its radius, it shoots out a tracking chip onto them. This will act like a jackal ping or a lion drone. The tracked attacker will occasionally have their location shown through a ping. I think this is just a cool idea, and it gives the attackers a taste of their own medicine. Also, I think this shouldn't slow down the attackers too much, which I think is a big problem in the game right now. If anything, the tracked attacker will be rushing to either get out of the area or to head straight for the defenders. On the other side, the defenders could be more aggressive since they actually know where the attacker is. I think it would be good for the game. But yeah, to summarize, a device that tracks attackers and basically works like a jackal or lion drone on defense. The next operator idea we have comes from one of my friends, so I'm not taking credit for this one. One of my buddies came up with it, and this idea is to have an attacker that wears a portable jamming backpack, kind of like an EMP backpack. This backpack works like any other cooldown ability. As you use it, the meter will go down, and when you turn it off, it will have to recharge. Think about how Cav in Warden's ability works. When this EMP backpack is activated, all defender gadgets will be jammed when the attacker is nearby. Think a portable mute jammer, but on attack. I think this will make attacking much faster. The defender gadgets that end up slowing the game down, Legion Mines, Melusa Banshees, Capcom Traps, will be jammed, letting this attacker rush in. There are a couple things I think we could do to make this not completely overpowered. For starters, the duration should be short and the recharge time should be long. Being able to activate a mobile jammer on attack is insanely powerful, so the ability should only be used a couple times in a round and for a short duration to prevent this attacker from just being OP and just blitzing through the defenders. Other than that, there should be no lag, and what I mean by that is the backpack should only jam things while it's active. No deactivation stuff like the new Thatcher grenades. Stuff is only jammed when the backpack is on and whenever the gadget is in the radius of the backpack. And I think those changes would actually make this kind of viable. This is probably the operator idea that's most likely to get in because I think it's a good idea, and if Ubisoft tunes it right, it's actually not broken. Moving on, we have another opera idea, this one coming from a comment actually, from one of my more recent videos. Jblez here left a comment talking about an operator that could take fallen operators' abilities. Now, I don't know how effective or great this ability would actually be in a match, but it is pretty cool. Maybe I've been playing too many games of Escape from Tarkov, but I really like the idea of going in weaker, but being able to scavenge to become stronger. To make this more reasonable, I think the operator should only be able to take abilities from the same team. So defender can only use other defenders' gadgets and attackers can only use attackers' gadgets. I only say this due to how many issues like side-switching abilities could be. I think Ubisoft would have to really look at which operator abilities should be able to be copied, but if they could pull it off, I think this operator would be just insanely fun to play, and it would be a lot of fun going in and having to make up a strategy on the fly with whatever gadget you end up picking up. Also, if a teammate dies early in the round, you could pick it up and ensure that their gadget gets some use. We all know those Ashes or Zophias that die in like 20 seconds, alright? So this operator could go over, pick up their grenade launcher, and actually use the ability and get some use out of it. The fourth idea I have is for an operator that has sound decoy grenades. Sound is a really important thing in Siege. Siege players rely on sound to know when enemies are coming or if someone is near. So why not have an operator that toys with that idea and can freak the enemies out with some sound decoys? My idea is to have a grenade-like device similar to Ella's Grismot mines, like the same size and kind of like ability to stick onto stuff. When the decoy grenade is pulled out, the operator can pick the noise between close footsteps, far footsteps, gunfire, or repelling. If you have an idea for another sound that this decoy grenade could make to make the operator better or at least more interesting, leave a comment down below. This gives them a nice selection of options to trick the other team with in the best way. Plus, it's more interesting than just tossing out a decoy grenade that makes like generic walking sounds or generic gunfire sounds. Like being able to pick like the sound that it makes just opens up so many different strategies that you could use in different situations to, you know, actually make the gadget useful and to trick the other team and pull off some sick plays. So yeah, I think the sound grenade idea is really good, even if it just makes a bass sound. But if Ubisoft is feeling really frisky and really wants to make this operator something special, I think you should be able to pick the different sounds. For the final operator idea I have is an operator that has an Xray type device. This attacker will be able to pull out an X-ray gun or something else. Like, I'm sure Ubisoft can come up with a more grounded, like, lore reason or lore type science explanation, but I'm just going to say X-rays because that's all I really know. Anyways, they can use this device to take a snapshot, and the snapshot will show any area behind a wall or a floor. Like, it can see through the wall or the floor to see the defenders behind them. Now, this kind of sounds OP, right? Like an attacker that can see through walls, but I think there should be some limitations. First up, it's only like a snapshot. So if the defenders are moving or actively moving around after the snapshot, it won't really help. Like, they'll basically be able to see that there is a defender in there, but if they're moving, they won't see where they're moving to, which direction they're moving to, or where they're at right now. Secondly, I think that it should only show defenders, like their skeletons, because, you know, it's an X-ray gun. It shouldn't show any gadgets, because that would be a bit too strong in my opinion. Also, if you want to, like, tamper it a bit more, it shouldn't even show, like, level geometry or, like, items inside the room. It should just be, like, skeleton, right? Other than that, they should only get 2 or 3 charges a round, so they need to pick when they should use it, like the perfect moment to use their X-ray snapshot gun, and they can't overuse it and make it, you know, broken. And that's actually going to be it for this video. I want to hear from you all. Do you like any of these operator ideas? Which one do you think might actually be viable, like to be in the game? And leave a comment down below letting me know any of your operator ideas. And if we have enough comments, I'll make a separate video that's just full of comment-only ideas. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for even more amazing Rainbow Six Siege content. I'm the Battle Moon, and I will see you in the next siege.